Lindy, and today I'm super stoked to chat to you about excuses and how to overcome it by asking 4 questions. Today, you'll be inspired by a legend who decided that where there is a will, there's a way. My hope for you in this episode is to be encouraged to take the next step, lay down any excuses that is keeping you stuck from living a life that only you are called to live. So listen up, make notes if necessary, and be encouraged. I'm too old, I'm too busy, I'm too broke, I don't know how. Listen to the excuses of truly successful people, and one thing will stand out. They don't make any. Rather, they own their choices and take full responsibility for the results they create, what they do and what they don't. If you really want to do something, then do it. You have to stop lying to yourself about why you haven't done it already. Not disciplined, outgoing, experienced, educated, connected, you fill in the blanks. Enough. Time to change your story. Too busy? Adjust your priorities. Your family or friends won't support you? Find people who will. Too old or too tired? They are just excuses. If you want to do something badly enough, you will find a way. If you don't, you'll find excuses. It's as simple as that. I want to tell you a story of a 13-year-old boy from a poor family background. One day, his father gave him a piece of used clothing and asked, "What do you think the value of this outfit would be?" The boy commented, "Maybe $1. His father asked, "Can you sell it for $2? The boy started thinking about how he could sell the piece of clothing for double the price. I want to highlight and bring to your attention that the boy didn't say it's impossible, but he started thinking how to make it possible. The will was strong enough that he started thinking of the way. Then he washed the t-shirt and ironed it and went to the train station. At last, after 8 hours with no less motivation, he sold it for $2. He returned home with joy and his father was very happy. A few days later, his father called him again and asked him to sell the same $1 shirt. But this time, the selling value has increased to $20. The boy was surprised and he started thinking about how to now sell it for $20. He consulted one of his friends and decided to stick a Mickey Mouse sticker on the t-shirt and sell it near a private upper-class school for the wealthy. After spending about 4 hours at the school gate, he managed to sell the shirt for $20, and on top of that, he received an extra $5 as a tip from the buyer's parents. He was very happy and gave $25 to his father. A few days later, again, his father called him to do the same. However, now he increased the margin to $200. The boy was surprised. However, he didn't give up and he started thinking again of the possible ways to sell the $1 shirt for $200. The very next day, he heard that the beautiful Hollywood actress, Farrah Fawcett, would be present at a press conference. He took a bus and after a few hours reached the press conference. After the press conference, the boy somehow managed to reach Farrah and requested for a signature on that t-shirt. She could not refuse such a determined boy. He returned and set a poster in the market saying, "Farrah Fawcett's signature t-shirt for $200. Lots of people assembled there in a few minutes and they started auctioning among themselves. At last, one person agreed to pay $2,000 and won the auction. The boy in the story is the legendary Michael Jordan, born in 1963 in the slums of Brooklyn, New York, a former American basketball player who led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships and won the Most Valuable Player award 5 times. A quote by Michael Jordan that inspires me almost every day is this: "If you quit once, it becomes a habit. Never quit." So let's face it, excuses are really just masterfully engineered justifications we all tell ourselves and anyone else in earshot to rationalize our actions, or more often, our inaction. And let's face it, there'll always be an abundance of readily available reasons to justify your lot in life and why you're unable to improve it. You are busy, you haven't done it before, you are not as young as you once were, or as supported as you'd like to be. It is difficult. And yes, you could fail. You might even hurt your pride a bit as well. But the inconvenient truth of excuses is that the quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your excuses. This may sound harsh, but most of the excuses you've been making are simply ways to cover up for the fact that you either really don't want to do something or you're really just afraid that if you try, you'll fail. When I started the Win at Work podcast, I had no idea how to record or formulate a podcast, much less how to publish one, and had never taken a course or a class. I also had my 10-year-old with online learning because of the global pandemic and no nanny. But I decided to give myself permission to introduce an imperfect podcast and laugh a little at myself in the same breath. So each Friday afternoon, after my role as a teacher, I'd start my conversations. Are you ready to be done with the excuses that aren't serving you? If not, then are you okay with the price you're paying for continuing to put off making the change or taking the chance towards whatever tugs at your own heart? If you're not sure where to start, I suggest you get out a pen and ask yourself these questions. Number 1, what is not working in my life right now, or just isn't as great as I'd like it to be? Number 2, what excuse have I been making to justify and explain it? Number 3, what's the price I will pay if I keep trading in these excuses? Lost opportunity, cost, financial cost, relationship cost, physical cost, career cost. The list is endless. Number 4, what is one powerful choice I can make right now that will move me powerfully into action? For example, I will set my alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow and every day thereafter. You only get one life, and delayed action exacts an increased toll the longer you live it. Don't squander the best years of your life on excuses that keep you living small and safe and settling for less than the life you're capable of living. Be bigger than your best excuses. What you want most in all aspects of your life is riding on it. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please follow us, subscribe, hit the bell for more episodes to follow.